Hi, everybody. Hey, at least you know we're live, right? We're all doing this together. Welcome to the 16th annual Pay It Forward Fund event, and I'm your host, Rena Sarigianopoulos. We sure do miss seeing everyone's face and all the energy at the Medina Ballroom, but we do appreciate you tuning in tonight. Now, there is a face that you might notice is not here, and that is Mr. Tim McNiff. And gosh, we're just so bummed that we can't be with him this year, not only because he is our good friend, but also because of all the energy and passion that he brings to this event. So Tim, if you're out there watching, we sure can't wait to be reunited with you next year. I am honored to be here for my 15th year to help raise money for this great cause. The Pay It Forward Fund mission remains clear and concise to help breast and women's cancer patients pay basic living expenses so that they can focus on what's really important. And we know that that is getting healthy. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Pay It Forward co-founder, Michelle Maury.
Thank you, Rena, for your years of support. You always do such a fabulous job for us. My name is Michelle Maury, and I'm a 16-year breast cancer survivor for the kind virtual audience. And my husband, Scott Beeson, and I are the founders of the Pay It Forward Fund. This year was our biggest year ever in patient assistance. In the midst of a pandemic, we provided an astonishing $430,000 to help women right here in Minnesota. Since we began, we've helped 3,100 patients with their financial struggles, and to date, we've paid $3.6 million for their rent, mortgage, and utility bills that don't stop because of a cancer diagnosis. We could not have done this without your generous support and your loyalty over the years. We all know that a cancer diagnosis is devastating emotionally, but we hear a lot less about the financial impact that can follow. In addition to co-pays, high deductibles, and time off of work, it's not uncommon for women to lose their jobs. Our $1,500 grant not only buys them time to get back on their feet, it shows them that there's a community of people out there that care. As our economy and employment for so many remains uncertain, it's likely that in the coming months, our patients will need us even more. You've already helped us raise an incredible $270,000, which is unbelievable. We still have a ways to go to reach our goal of $325,000. The good news is, thanks to our partner at the Ridgeview Foundation, 100% of the proceeds from this event will benefit patients struggling financially. Ridgeview administers the fund at no cost. We don't have any paid employees out of the fund, just a group of dedicated volunteers. We have some fun ways you can help us reach our goal tonight, and Rena's coming back on to tell you all about them.
Well, Troy did a fantastic job on the pre-show of selling our Pick Your Trip raffles at $100 each, and we will be drawing the winner at the end of this program tonight. Someone's going to win a trip to Lake Tahoe, San Francisco, or Arizona. And since it's 100,000 degrees below zero this week, all of those locations sound about fantastic right now. And guess what? They are available when you feel ready to go ahead and travel. So you don't have to use them now. When you want to go, that's when they are ready to go. By the way, if you bought a bling box, easy for me to say, you have waited long enough. Sorry, go on, open it. Everyone wins a bracelet, and one lucky winner has a note inside indicating that they have won a diamond necklace from Continental Diamond. We do have the diamond necklace here tonight, and it is stunning. The center diamond is 2/3 of a carat. It's almost a full carat in total. If you are the winner, do us a solid. Post your picture of you on Facebook, on our Facebook page. We want to see you. And Pay It Forward, of course, prides itself on holding one of the best auctions in the Twin Cities. This year is no exception. We have over 280 items valued at $65,000. Now, we're going to be highlighting some of those in just a bit. And the good news is the bidding goes until tomorrow at noon. So you have plenty of time to think about it. Now, before I thank tonight's sponsors, we want to give a big shout out to Redstone. Get this. They raised $75,000 for us in October during their Drink Pink promotion. That's a new record. And a lot of people drinking in the past 9 years. We're appreciative of that. In the past 9 years, get this, they have raised $321,000. That deserves a round of applause, right? Yay! Well, Pay It Forward is incredibly lucky because so many of our sponsors have been with us from the very beginning and they just keep coming back. We want to give a big thank you to our $5,000 Full House sponsors, Alina Health, Coburn Family Foundation, Frederickson and Byron, Harrington and Associates, Magnetic Products and Services, Eckerline Wealth Management Group, M Health, Park Nicollet Frauenschuh Cancer Center, Minnesota Oncology, Ridgeview Cancer and Infusion Center, and Voyage Healthcare. Thank you to our $2,500 ACE sponsors, 3M Open, The Authentic Leader, EMSCO, Glencoe Regional Health Services, Kathy and Jeff Carlson, North Memorial Health, PB Premier Banks, RBC Wealth Management, and the Raymond and Florence Sponberg Foundation. A big thank you to all of them. And finally, thank you to our 17 King and 12 Queen sponsors. In total, our sponsors helped us raise $100,000, and that was going into the event. You see their names there. We really appreciate all your support. We want to make sure that you go out and spend your dollars there because they certainly do a lot for us in this community. Now, we want to make sure that you know just how much this organization does for people in our community, women who are suffering with cancer, and how they struggle financially. And we think it's most impactful for you to hear firsthand from a patient as to how Pay It Forward is really making a difference in their life.
I've had, just for cancer, I've had 8+ surgeries. And then you take that times all the doctors, times all the 16 chemo treatments, times the 30 radiation treatments, times all the chemo medication, and it's this domino effect, a snowball effect, if you will, of just non-stop bills coming in the mail. There was literally not a day that you did not open that. We didn't open our mailbox and there was not some sort of bill in there, whether it was medical, household, whatever. Every day had a bill. I dreaded the postman. I honestly dreaded the postman.
The Pay It Forward mission it's simple. We help breast and women's cancer patients pay their bills while they're going through treatment. We're here to buy the patient time. We're not going to be able to solve all their financial issues as much as we would like to, but our $1,500 buys some time to get on their feet, to get some breathing room. For some it pays a mortgage, for some it covers them for a couple months. That's what we want. We want them to be able to focus on their health and not have this extra stress of wondering how to put food on the table or where their mortgage payment is going to come from. We want to buy them a little time to breathe.
So the Pay It Forward Fund is a restricted fund within the Ridgeview Foundation. They provide us a space to work, a computer. They cover all the overheads, so it allows us to use our funds to go directly to pay patients' bills. So minimal, and it's all volunteer run. It would be really hard to do this without the foundation as our partner, for sure.
I had this amazing nurse navigator, Jean Pupkus, and I remember a conversation with her early on in my chemo treatments, and she mentioned an organization called Pay It Forward, and I went home, talked to my husband, I'm like, we have to put our pride aside. We need help. And, he was in agreement, and so we just submitted the request to the Pay It Forward Fund and was walking around a pond by our home, and I got a call from Sheila from Pay It Forward, and she's like, Mimi, this is Sheila from Pay It Forward, and I'm calling to let you know we are giving you financial assistance to help you with some of your bills. We've cut a check for 4 of them, and I was just stunned. I wish we could see the look on the recipient's face when they get that phone call, because I was just stunned. I'm sure I just sat there in silence for a minute. That call changed my life.
It is just in these little things and these little connections, and we're just really simply helping them through a tough time, giving them that little reprieve, that little break.
Honestly, I sat down on a bench after I hung up with her and just looked up at the sky and was thanking God for blessing us.
So as I neared the end of my treatment, I think this happens to a lot of people, I wanted to find a way to give back. I was just so grateful for all the support that Scott and I received. So we decided to make a donation, a monthly donation to North Memorial where I was treated. And Jean Pupkus, the nurse navigator, called and said, we used your money to turn a patient's water back on. And I might be naive, but I had no idea that people even had their water turned off. And that's when we knew our monthly donation wasn't going to be enough. And we've been passionate about fundraising ever since.
We've had people year after year after year give to this organization, and I think it speaks to the fact that we're doing a great thing, you know, and they can see it. Well, any donation, you know, $50 or $50,000 is going to help someone with just their basic living expenses. So it could be a $50 gift card for food, or it could be their water bill, their utility bill. It goes to their essential basic living needs, and that is a really powerful thing.
The one thing that I can say is pay it forward. Once I got that call, it changed for me. It changed me, it changed my outlook, it made me feel stronger and hopeful. And I hope that it can do the same thing for other people, because it's just such an amazing organization, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
And the cool thing is Mimi has found a way to pay it forward by being on our Go-Getters committee. It's always amazing for me to hear how our assistance changes people's lives and changes their mojo, but we hear it over and over. It shows us that this $1,500 is more than financial support. It's knowing that there's a community of people out there who don't even know you, but understand and are willing to help. Like Mimi said, it gave her hope. Because when your life or your loved one's life is at stake, these acts of kindness, the payment of a water bill, rent, or a gift card for food, aren't small moments. These are moments that can last a lifetime. And there are moments created by donors like you through your continued generosity. So on behalf of our organization and our patient recipients, thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the best auctioneer in town. He has the ability to make you want to give instead of feeling like you have to give. I always love his jokes during the live bidding portion, and I'm sure they'll be just as funny virtually. It's my pleasure to introduce Glen Fladeboe from Fladeboe Advancements.
Michelle, thank you. To everyone at home, we are so delighted that you're with us tonight. We have over 600 registered participants tonight. My friends, we are going to meet this goal. This is the most important moment right now. But before I ask for your help, I want to say one thing to you personally, Michelle. I've worked in this event for over 10 years. I've known you a long time. She has as much energy and passion today as the first day I ever met her. We are so thankful for what Michelle and Scott and the entire Go-Getters committee has done. It is remarkable the footprint that this organization has created in our community. And my friends, we are going to hit this goal together. And again, our goal is to reach $325,000. And I just looked at the screen before I popped out. We're over $270,000. We're over $270,000. So we have less than $55,000 to go. And look at this. The gifts that are coming in tonight are absolutely remarkable. We have a $10,000 gift from the Butso family. They come every single year and make a gift every year. They're watching tonight from sunny Florida and Cabo. To the Butsos, we are so appreciative for your support tonight. Thank you for the $10,000 gift. We also have a $10,000 gift from Kathy and Pat Halloran. Kathy and Pat, thank you for your gift. And a third $10,000 from Rhonda Brow. Rhonda, thank you for your $10,000 contribution. Now, before I go to the next level, you can pledge two ways. You can hit the donate button on the bidding platform right now. You can make a gift by hitting that donate button. Everyone has also been sent a text that you can also text to pledge. So if you want to text $10,000 or $5,000, you can hit give and the dollar amount. So give 10,000 and text 76278. Again, that's 76278. Listen to this, everybody. Our $5,000 donors tonight, John and Diane Morey. John and Diane, thank you for your gift of $5,000. We have Marty and Susie Ellis giving $5,000. Rob and Jerry Jorgensen giving $5,000. A huge thank you to all of those families. And we have a $7,500 gift from the Hagelin family. A huge thank you to the Hagelin family. Again, the text number is 76278. So if you want to pledge $5,000, please feel free to do that in this moment. And my friends, I've come to a really important this is part of our program. As a matter of fact, we just found out about this last week. A family that comes every single year. They become personal friends of mine, Pete and Martha Eckerline. Pete, of course, built Eckerline Wealth Management. They've supported this organization every single year. And tonight, they have agreed that they'd like to match every gift dollar for dollar in the next few minutes up to $10,000. And last week when I was talking about Pete and Martha on the phone, I asked them, I said, why pay it forward? And number one, Martha's a breast cancer survivor herself. And Pete told me, he said, Glenn, we sit there in our seats and we listen to these stories and we feel moved and compelled by this mission. We also know that almost all of the proceeds from this event goes to the mission. Pete and Martha, we could not be more thankful for your support tonight. We could not be more thankful that you're willing to match every other gift now that comes in up to $10,000. Please rally behind this match. We can do this together right now. We are getting closer to $325,000. And as you're pledging, let's take a look at the screen. We're going to see where we're at. We are over 268,000. Is that right? Wow, $272,000. It's 280. It is going up. Rena's pledging as she's looking. That is a good sign. So the number is going up. You can watch the meter as you're making a gift. Again, Pete and Martha will match every gift dollar for dollar up to $10,000. Let's bring Rena back. Rena, I know the number is going up together. Thank you again to Pete and Martha for that match. Before we highlight these signature action items, by the way, do you like this plexiglass?
High five.
This is the first time I've ever worked with you with plexiglass. I just told you, by the way, I have two little girls at home. They are 6 and 8, and when they start dating, this is going in their car on their first date, this plexiglass.
I wonder how much it would cost to get one retrofitted for the car.
Yes. So that's the reason why we can stand so close, is because we have plexiglass. I do want to ask you one thing personally, though, Rena. You and I sit at the same spot every year. We sit at the front table. And at least for me personally, I look at the women when they're sharing their story. I hear their voices when they talk about what this meant. It is so moving, this work, isn't it?
It is. And that's, I mentioned it at the beginning. This is my 15th year coming back to do this. And not just because Michelle and Scott, the co-founders of this organization, are just some of the greatest people I've ever met, but because, like you said, when you're in that room at night and you get to see on their face just how grateful someone is, how it truly has changed their lives, my goodness, you can't help but want to be a part of that. And so that's why you and I come back year after year. And they ask us. Well, one day they're not going to ask us, and I'm going to feel real bad about it.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to highlight these action items. Now you can bid until noon tomorrow, so you have a lot of time to bid. Every time you bid, by the way, you're helping us get closer to our goal of $325,000. We're now at $284,000. This first item, Rena, I love this item. It is a trip to Whitefish, Montana. It's an awesome place.
It is. In fact, item number 1 or 2, if you're looking for it, a 5-bedroom luxury home for 4 nights at Whitefish Mountain Resort in Montana, donated by Linda Wilson and Mike Clements. Whether you go in the winter to ski or you go into the summertime to mountain bike or fish and visit Glacier National Park, it's the perfect family or group vacation. It's a luxury home with a mountain view, and it sleeps 12. And it includes ski and ski-ed access, just 100 yards from the lodge. By the way, the town of Whitefish has an incredible variety of restaurants and pubs and shopping too.
It's a big deal. The current bid is $5,500. Matter of fact, this is one of the strongest trips that I ever sell during the live auction in Minnesota is trips to Montana. I love this item. The owners, Linda and Mike, by the way, you can work with them to negotiate a time to go out and use the place. It's a remarkable opportunity. Linda and Mike, thank you for your donation tonight. One last thing I'll also say, Glacier National Park is actually one of our clients. We do work an event for them every summer. So if you want to go to Glacier, I will set up a Zoom call with the park director of Glacier, and he'll give you all the highlights, some fun things to do. Have fun bidding on our first package. The second one, and I'm glad that you said this in the open, Rena, it's going to be 500 degrees below zero this week. So everyone has to bid on Mazatlan.
By the way, name dropper on
Yeah.
the first one.
I know, yes.
All right,
Thank you.
coming up, I have-
Glacier, did I tell you that? Yeah.
All right, item number 100 is a one-week stay in Mazatlan, donated by Sheila and Chris Weber. You can enjoy a week stay at the beautiful Vedanta Mayan Palace in a one-bedroom suite, and it also has a kitchen, so that's pretty cool. The charm of Old Mexico fills every inch of the resort. You can enjoy daily activities by the Joy Club, which sounds like fun, delightful theme nights consisting of lively dancing, sensational singing, and other awe-inspiring performances. Sounds cool to me, or warm to me.
This is a good trip. Matter of fact, it's a good buy right now. The current bid is $1,400. It's a great opportunity. A huge thank you to Sheila and Chris Weber for your donation. Again, Sheila and Chris will work with you to find a week that works for you. That is a great package. Here's our third item. By the way, there's also some local staycations. So if you don't want to go to Mexico, if you don't want to go to Montana, you can go right here in Minnesota. Grandview Lodge gave us a stay at Grandview. I think the opening bid is $500. It's a beautiful place up north, of course. We've got a lot of bidding on a trip to Balsam Lake. I believe it's Wisconsin. It's in Wisconsin. Thank you, Rena, for verifying that. I did know that.
Well, with 11,000 lakes or whatever we have in Minnesota, there's probably a balsam in
Yeah,
Minnesota too.
that's thank you for saying that. Yes, they didn't teach that at Hamlin geography when I went there. The other trip is Kavanagh's. It's a local stay, of course, at Kavanagh's. Thank you to all of our local resorts and the families that own those places. It's a remarkable opportunity. Our next item, this is a big deal. It is one of our classic items that we always have.
It is item number 105 if you're looking for it. The Lake Commando Guided Fishing Tour with Steve Panez and Pay It Forward co-founder Michelle Morey, of course, donated by Steve Panez. It is your chance to learn from the best. Steve is in the Minnesota Fishing Hall of Fame, which is pretty darn cool, and he hosts the Lake Commando Fishing Show. So 2 guests plus Michelle Morey will team up in a Lake Commando style competition on a metro area lake. And last year's trip voted 40 fish. The gear, the drinks, it's all provided. So who is up for this challenge?
And by the way, thank you, Steve. Steve is watching tonight. He is a big deal in the fishing world, of course. Matter of fact, Michelle went fishing with him last year, and she's going to be on the Outdoor Channel here this winter. You're going to have an opportunity to see the show that she's involved with. Everyone loves bidding on this package. The current bid is $750. That is a good buy on that package. So have fun bidding on that one. Our next one basically is one of our classic mainstay items. It's basically a competition. So you've met Michelle, of course. You have not met Scott. Scott's her husband. He's the co-founder of Pay It Forward. Now, let's be transparent. Michelle is a better fisher person than Scott.
Oh, Scott's in the room, friends. Scott is in the room right now.
Yes, but here's the thing.
Yes.
Every year, Michelle's fishing trip brings like twice as much. We have to rally behind Scott tonight, don't we?
All right. You gotta vote. You gotta bid is what I should say. You
Yeah.
gotta bid for Scott. Sorry, Michelle, we're trying to outdo you.
No, that's
this year.
good.
All right.
That's good.
All right. So, well, and if you're looking for it, their items number 203 is the fishing trip with Michelle, and 204 is the fishing trip with Scott Beeson. And you will catch fish, no matter who you go with.
And let me just say one last thing on this. In all the years that you and I have worked together, we've done, I bet you I've done 150 events with you in the last 100 years. Yes. I spent almost more Saturday nights with you than my wife doing these events, hosting them. But we've never used pity except for this item. I am pleading with you to get Scott's number up just to show that we're, yes, he is standing back here waiting. So keep bidding on Scott's fishing package. Here's the next trip, or it's a in-home dining experience. This is a big deal.
It is. Item number 112, if you're looking, you can host an amazing meal in the safety of your own home without lifting a finger. It is a memorable dining experience made possible by Bacho and their executive chef, Mike Zinzer. You get to start off with a social hour of specialty cocktails and past hors d'oeuvres, followed by a custom 5-course meal, complete with the wine pairings, and it is for 8 people. Now, the package includes service staff, so that means no dishes, folks. You get to fully relax, have fun, relish your experience with your guests. It's an exclusive opportunity to celebrate your next special occasion for an intimate meal. And in addition, the bacho donation, we do have a few other home dinners that we're going to talk about in just a second.
Well, and I want to offer a personal thank you to the owners of Bacho, Bob and Jill Tinsley. They come every single year. I've gotten to know them at many nonprofit events. They're super generous people in the community. They are also watching tonight. Bob and Jill, thank you. Thank you for your generosity, all that you've done. I will say these in-home dining experiences are one of the strongest items that we ever sell. This is a good opportunity, everybody. The chef is coming to your home. By the way, Rena, we also have a number of other chef packages that is a part of the auction tonight. We've got the Epicurean meal. This is a 4-course dinner for 8 people. That's also in your home, so you can bid on that package. We also have the lobster bake for 10 people. I think the current bid is $750 on the lobster bake. We also have private in-home cooking lesson with Dr. Isaac. And we've got an online cooking class for 10 with Chef Matt. So any of those food opportunities, they're awesome.
Hey, Glenn, they can't hear me.
They can't. Maybe it's the plexiglass.
Side of the plexiglass. I may need your help here.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about this next item. Why don't you describe
So
it?
that means that they didn't hear you when you criticized me for name dropping. That's right. Yes. The next item, it is jewelry. By the way, Rena, it is a big deal. Rena's holding the jewelry. Now, this is a custom-made piece. It's lot number 109 and number 110. It is both a pendant and earrings. The current bid, Michelle's going to tell us what the current bid is. Well, we're going to grab that in just a second. I think both pieces were over $2,000 when I just looked at this. Matter of fact, for a second year in the row, the Go-Getters Committee collected jewelry to create 2 exquisite custom 18-karat gold pieces. Beautiful, beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the value is $2,300 for the one piece and $2,900 for the second piece. You know, the last thing I'll say about jewelry, when I've been selling jewelry or art during COVID, it isn't just that you're going to buy a couple beautiful pieces. When you buy these pieces, you will never forget tonight. You will never forget that these pieces supported 3 or 4 people receiving grants. That's what makes them so special.
It's more meaningful. And Valentine's Day. Tell them about
Good idea.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, guys, you can bid for Valentine's Day. Look at this, everybody. We are now approaching $290,000. We're approaching $290,000, so the bids are going up. Thank you for all of your funded need gifts. Rena, before I conclude this section, I want to thank you personally for all that you've done for Pay It Forward. I love working with you. We are so appreciative for your support. We've had a blast tonight.
Oh, well, thank you, Glenn. I don't know if you can hear me saying it, but I'm super excited to be here. All right. Why don't you go down
Yep.
and I'll come to that side so people can hear me with the microphone. I'm just going to move over there, folks. There you go, live TV. All right, here we go. Step around here, COVID safe. All right. I'm going to put this down on the ground for just a second. It's time to see who the lucky winner of the Pick Your Trip raffle is. Someone's going to go to Lake Tahoe to ski, Arizona golf, or San Francisco for a wine tour. All right, here we go. We got the box. Don't get mad at me now if it's not you. All right. And the winner is Tara Lee. Tara Lee. Yay! Congratulations to you. We hope that you have an absolutely wonderful time on your trip, and we'll look forward to hearing which one you actually chose. All right, I'm going to walk off this way and let you guys come on in over here, all right?
All right. All right. Yeah, I had my mask on here. All right. Before we close, thank you again to Rena and Glen for hosting tonight. They do such a great job, and I love their chemistry. I'll have a special guest come up and join me for a final send-off. Honey, stay on this side so they can hear you. We're okay. He's in my pod. He's kind of a crowd favorite. He's my favorite. So we want to thank the 24 go-getters on our committee that bring it year after year for all they contribute, and they really care about making this event special each time. Thank you to the ADS group and Action Marketing for putting this video production together. This is actually a lot more work than it looks like. Go ahead, honey.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be with you all tonight. As we close another successful event, Michelle and I want to again thank all of our generous sponsors and auction donors who have contributed this year. Pay It Forward is successful because of all of you, and we are forever grateful. Let's everyone raise a glass to helping those in need. Cheers.
Cheers, honey. Thank you. Okay, and remember that the auction ends tomorrow at noon and pickup is Saturday and Sunday. So if you can't come in person, please arrange to have somebody come. Everything must go. Thank you, guys.